I'm here with Carl Gutierrez, and what did you bring to the Western Museum of Flight today?
I brought an M151A1 in 1966. This vehicle was used during the Cold War and Vietnam War era. I recently purchased this thing about 3 years ago, and after I retired after 36 years of military service, I was thinking about getting an old car or type of vehicle and happened to run into this particular vehicle. Since I had a lot of military service, I start working on this type of vehicle to honor those veterans that either were in the Cold War or fought during the Vietnam War era.
And I bet a lot of the veterans really enjoy seeing it. And then you have a tie-in to this. Didn't you drive one of these?
Yes, I did. When I joined the military, this is the first vehicle I drove. It's a quarter ton. You know, a lot of people are familiar with the Jeep, which is the one used during the World War II and the Korean War. And this is the model that preceded those two models. So this is the latest model and the last model before the Humvee was presented.
And you've got a gun on there.
Yes, I do. It's presented just like it would be on an airstrip, a naval dock, going into battle. Basically, these vehicles were used as a number 2 pencil, a standard number 2 pencil that were used all over the place. Whatever the need may be, this vehicle was used.
Can you tell us a little bit more about the vehicle?
Sure I can. This is a M151A1 1966 model, and on the markings, the 47th Air Defense Artillery Brigade, that was the unit, the command and control unit in San Pedro, California, at Fort MacArthur. They were in control of 16 surface-to-air missile sites that were considered the ring of steel around Los Angeles. Here at Torrance Airport is the 47th, LA-47, a Ajax missile site. Me personally, I was at Site 40, which is in Long Beach, which is similar to the airport here in Torrance. I would like to show you the grill. It's a horizontal grill versus the grills that you currently see on a Jeep, as they refer to. This vehicle they refer to as a MUTT, Military Unit Tactical Truck. On this vehicle, it's independent suspension versus what you see on a Jeep would be a straight axle rear end. After World War II, they wanted a vehicle that had independent suspension, and this vehicle has independent suspension. If you notice the ones from World War II and the M38s during the Korean War, they had a straight rear end. These are independent suspension, and that's one of the requirements for these new vehicles, the M151. They were produced in 1960, and they continue to be used all the way to the Gulf War. Inside the vehicle, as you notice, there's a Thompson Machine Gun, an M60 machine gun, a LAW, which is a light anti-tank weapon, radios. This is the M60 machine gun. This is the weapon of choice for this particular body because this is a unibody construction. During World War II, they used the M50 machine gun on those type, but these weapons are a little bit lighter and less shaking. I'd like to talk to you about the Thompson Machine Gun. This was a weapon that was used during the Vietnam War. It was usually used by the French or somebody like that in which the United States, when they got involved during the Vietnam War, would take great pride in grabbing these right away from one of the North Vietnamese. Then we have the radios. We have the PRC-25 and RT-248. Those radios were the 12 series of radios they used during the Cold War and the Vietnam War era. Here we have an M72 LAW, light anti-tank weapon with a machete and a bayonet and your entrenching tool. These are some of the components that your normal infantryman would have out in the jungle wearing on his back, just like the radio pack. And the way it's set up right now is as a 4-man squad if they were going out on a reconnaissance mission out someplace on a patrol. It's all outfitted for 4 people to go out.